We're ready to do business. Hello there. I hope this video finds you well. Today we're definitely going to be doing something different. Today we're going to be dyeing the beard. I don't really have anything against the gray hairs. Actually, I think they add character, but at the same time, I want to try it out. I want some change, more or less, being that we're still waiting a little bit for the hair to grow out in order for me to donate the hair. So we have to do something to occupy the time in between. So we're dyeing the beard. Now today we're using a product called Simpler. So what we're going to do here, I guess we're going to do a bit of an unboxing, if you will. So let's start by opening this up. Little instructional packet right here. Here we have the bag. Right here we have the actual can that has the color in it. So we got that going. We have reusable gloves, a stain guard, and what this is essentially petroleum jelly, a cleansing wipe, along with a comb. It has really stiff bristles right here, and on the end, the bristles, they get a lot more fine and condensed, and I would assume this is more so for precision. So we have that. Well, boom. One thing that this says is that you want to do a skin test with this before using it. I'm going to go ahead, do that skin test, see if there's any kind of reaction. If there is, I'm not going to use this. If there isn't, we're going to have at it. Here we go. Alrighty, so skin test went well. Now there is something else that I want to take note of on the back of this can. It says there's no PPDs, no ammonia, no parabens, no gluten, no cruelty, no animal testing. In addition to that, this can is an all-natural propellant, so it's compressed air as opposed to some of the other cans that are out there that are aerosol and that are hazardous to the environment. So it's really cool to see that they're taking steps in the right direction towards progression and taking care of our environment. So that's cool. And yeah, so now we're going to get a little personal and we're going to start applying this. Here we go. All right, so first things first in regard to the application process, we're going to use this stain guard right here, which again is petroleum jelly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this along my cheek line on both sides so that the dye doesn't end up staining the skin, more or less. So there's one of the benefits that I just thought about as far as dyeing your beard. For those of us that have thin cheek lines, what the dye hopefully will do will fill in those cheek lines to where it looks like your beard is more dense and thicker. So that's another plus to actually dyeing your beard. Reusable gloves that are included in the package. And in regard to size, we'll find out. Generally speaking, I wear size large in gloves, so we'll see what size hand these accommodate. Oh, they're actually looking kind of snug, but not too snug. Wow. So that's what we're looking like. So I have a size large hand. This can probably even fit an XL hand, and obviously anything below that. So here we are. We're ready to do business. Next step is to apply this to half of the brush, it says. Now I'm not really sure specifically but what they mean by half, like whether it's half on one side or if it's half this way. On the picture it says it looks like a little bit of both. Let me see. Can you see that at all? I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm just gonna go with exactly what the picture has on it. So there's that. And all right, so with this can, I don't know if you can tell or not, but with this dispenser, there's, unlike other things where you have to mix it yourself, apparently there's two canisters within this can. And this nozzle has two separate holes that has one is the darker liquid and one is the white colored liquid. So careful with it. All right. Apply cream from the roots, starting with grays first and spread to hair ends by combing. Comb repeatedly until both creams are mixed thoroughly and white cream is blended away. The mixed cream may look different than the finished color. This is normal. Don't freak out. And it says don't freak out on here, so that's kind of funny. If you can see I have a bunch of grays right in here, so apparently that's where we're going to start. Or that's where we're going to start. I'm kind of scared, I'm not going to lie. Starting with the grays. Okay. And we're brushing until the white cream goes away. Okay, kind of starting to go away. Oh, you know what? I don't think I made note of this, but in regard to the color that I'm using, the color is brown black is the color that I'm using. I might have been able to go darker, but I just wanted to go the lighter route first. You know, one thing that differentiates this from the other dyes that are out there is that this is actually, it's thicker so it doesn't drip everywhere. Because I have once before, this is a few years back, I think it was like 6 years ago, I did dye my beard once. It was before a physique competition, just because I wanted to give that more clean and put together, denser beard look. And it got everywhere. And this, there isn't any dripping involved whatsoever. It's very clean. So that's definitely a plus with this. All right, something else that we're going to do, I kind of mentioned this earlier, is that my cheek lines are pretty thin right up in the top right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of that dye right on the end of this brush, and I'm going to try to fill in the cheek lines more or less. Here, let's try that. Right along my cheek line. I might have went a little high on this side as far as the dye. We'll see though when I wash everything off. Right now I can already tell a big difference between what it was looking like before and what it looks like now. I don't think I can really see any gray hairs whatsoever. So what we'll do now is we'll wait 20 to 30 minutes and then we'll rinse it off. All right. You know what? To be honest, I was a little scared after I finished applying the dye. It looked super dark on the cheek lines, and it didn't look natural at all. But after I got out of the shower, I took a look at it. It does not look bad at all. And even the cheek lines right here, it looks nice and natural. There isn't a dark line going through, but yet, I don't know if I'm gonna be blown out or not. Check this out. There's absolutely no grays whatsoever. So again, this is, what color is this? Brown black is the dye color that I used, and it ended up being absolutely perfect. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that at all? And that's what it looks like. So yeah, super stoked with how well this turned out. And with as far as the can is concerned, it still feels fairly full. So I'm sure I could probably get at least another 5 to 6. I don't know, maybe even 8 uses out of this, because again, it's a 3.4 ounce can and it still feels like it's full. So that's a good sign of this. So you're definitely saving money, being that you can reuse this. Yeah, all in all, I'm very well pleased. And I guess what I'll do is I'll do an update in maybe a couple months or so, and I'll keep you posted with how this is held up, how many times I've had to apply. But all in all, man, very happy with simpler dye. Phenomenal. So yeah, as always, I hope that you found this video helpful, perhaps intriguing. If you did, please go ahead and give this thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Until next time, peace! We out.